mile down, feeling phenomenal. Heart rate. Mile 3 down, feeling great.
We got up early this morning and ran 6:30 in the morning.
Final mile down, mile 5. One of my favorite things about the easy runs is that they really kind of remind you why you enjoy running, because
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my marathon training series. This is episode 2. Thank you to everybody who went and checked out episode 1. I got a really awesome response. A lot of people reaching out telling me they like that content. They really like that video and they're excited to follow along on the journey. So that means a ton. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate that. But just getting right into it, what I wanted to do here in episode 2, I want to break down my training schedule and share with you guys what it is, why I chose this schedule. Now, some of the words that you'll hear me use when I'm talking about this: the long run, that threshold system, build that aerobic 7 minutes, work, 30 seconds per mile, 6 minutes, 50 seconds per mile, pace runs, threshold, a track run, going to run my marathon, a tempo run, really just describing the run itself. We'll get into different kinds of runs, different kinds of workouts, probably in another video, but there's different types of running workouts. But anyways, I'm getting into the weeds. Those are some of the terms you'll hear me talk about. Now, this training schedule that I am doing, I really just ripped it right off the Runner's World website. I'll link it down in the description of this video if you guys want to go check it out. They're actually 16-week training plans. I found this training plan, I modified it a little bit to be able to stretch it out over 18 weeks. And I just did that because my training partner is running an 18-week training plan, so that way we would be relatively close. If we wanted to go on long runs together, our long runs lined up in terms of distances for the majority of this training block. So that's why I did that. Like I said, I'll leave the link in the description to that training plan, the one that I'm doing, and you guys can go check it out, or any of the other times if you're interested in running a marathon for yourself, or even half marathons, 10Ks. They have all kinds of training plans that you can go check out. So I'll link it in the description. Check it out if you're interested. But from here, I really just wanted to walk through my training week on a day-by-day basis and let you guys know what I have going on. So with that, let's get right into it. Day 1 of the training schedule starts with a break. Mondays, there's no run. It's just rest. I usually do some runner's yoga, some good yoga or stretching, things that will help aid in recovery, get some blood flow into my legs, different things like that. Sometimes I'll jump on the bike, just spin the legs off and keep them fresh.
what I do on rest days, I'm on the bike right now, the spin bike. I usually just do something like this, spin bike, go for a hike, something to get the legs moving, get a little bit of blood flow going. I do some intervals on the bike here, so up the resistance, get my heart rate up to about 120, sit there for about 5 minutes, drop the resistance until my heart rate drops back down to somewhere around 80 to 90. And then I just do that over and over again for like 45 minutes. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I wish I was running, but like I said, got to get in the habit early on in the training schedule of getting these rest days. Otherwise, you'll burn out and probably get injured. So that's what I'm doing. Feels great. Looking forward to hitting a run tomorrow.
Monday's a rest day. I don't do much. I certainly don't do anything that is impact, that causes impact in the legs. I'm trying to protect the knees, trying to protect the muscles, give them a true rest. So that's the Mondays on this training schedule, is a rest day. Now Tuesdays are speed work days. So the first run of the week on this training schedule is speed work. Last week I did my first speed work up at the track. All right, guys, I've got some intervals today. It's a mile warm-up, really light jog warm-up, and then 4 1-mile intervals at 7:30 a mile, with 1 lap or 400 meters jogging recovery in between each 1-mile effort, and then a mile cool down. So 7 miles of work total, and yeah, looking forward to it. I always get excited about these faster paced runs because so many of these marathon miles are done at such low intensity, so I'm looking forward to this one. I really like these speed work runs
These intervals are interesting, but like today was like upper 90s, if not over 100 degrees. So breathing was a challenge. Controlling my breathing was definitely a challenge. I'm soaked, as you can see. But yeah, felt great. That's Speed Work Tuesdays, which I really enjoy. I gotta pack up and get out of here because rain is coming. It's gorgeous. There's nothing quite like living in the Appalachians like this and having a track to run on that's kind of up on a mountain. So you can have some pretty sweet views, but yeah, I can hear the thunder in the distance, so I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. Much love. Peace.
I do like the fact that in this training block, I do have some track workouts because it's a soft surface. It's relatively cushioned. It's much more cushioned than asphalt. So I can go to the track. I can get some really good speed work in, but still protect my joints as much as possible, which if I'm gonna make it the whole way to the marathon on this one, I suspect having an extra day on the track versus running on the pavement is gonna help me get there and stay injury free. So I really love that aspect of this training block.
What's up, guys? Just headed out for my run here. I like to walk a little, get the legs moving, maybe get the heart rate up just a little bit before I go out. So that's what I'm doing right now. Today is an easy run. I'm gonna go get this thing, 6 miles, 8:50 a mile. I'll check back later. Peace. What's up, guys? Just hit my halfway point, turned around. So 3 miles. I'm currently 8:33 a mile, so a little fast, but not too terrible. Definitely within margin of what I would call an easy run. Heart rate, well, it's up to 160 right now because I'm talking, but been sitting between 150 and 155 for the whole run, so feeling good. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Week 4 easy run in the books. It's crazy. I can't believe I'm already halfway through week 4 of this thing. But yeah, it felt great. I held strong at that 8:33 per mile pace. So a little bit faster than prescribed. Like I said, it was supposed to be 8:50 a mile. Ended up at 8:33. I'm not mad about that. That's pretty solid pacing. It felt great. My heart rate held, like I said, at 155. So right, like my stats at the halfway point where I turned around are pretty much identical to my stats at the end of the race. So I stayed super consistent through that run, which is really, really solid. There was no fall off or anything like that. So yeah, pumped with that.
I really enjoy these runs. I've been struggling quite a bit to actually get them down to the paces that I need to, which you'll see that's a trend that I have with my runs, is that I have a hard time keeping my paces as slow as they should be on the slower runs. So my long runs and my easy run days, I have a hard time keeping the pace down where it needs to be. I'm consistently probably 15 or 30 seconds, somewhere in that range, faster than I need to be. My heart rate is still in the high 140s to low 150s, which is really solid. So I'm not really concerned necessarily that I'm overdoing it in terms of that, but I do want to get that pacing under control, if only to learn my body better and know that I'm not going to come out of the gate too fast come marathon day, come race day, because that can be a real problem. If you're not good at pacing, like pacing will kill you. If you come out of the gate 20 seconds per mile too fast for your marathon and you've got to hold that pace through, and that wasn't your strategy, that wasn't your game plan, it will be the difference maker between you hitting your goal versus not. At least that's what I've been told. I haven't actually done this before, so all this is speculation at this point for me. So I do want to get my pacing under control, but back to the training schedule. Wednesdays are easy run days. I really enjoy the easy runs. They're really, really pleasant, and they're short enough distances that it doesn't take a massive commitment to get the easy runs done. So Wednesdays, easy run days, I really enjoy them. Moving on. Now Thursdays are, what are Thursdays on this training schedule?
Bow day. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I am not excited about going on this run right now. I've been struggling to be motivated for it all day, but that's fine. You don't have to be motivated to hit every run. You just gotta do every run. Yeah, it's just been like rainy and gross all day. So it's a short one. We got 4 miles today. 1 mile warm up, 2 miles at tempo, so it's 7:30. A mile for those 2 miles, and then a mile cool down. I'm not gonna lie, that was not as easy as it should have been. Yeah, I'm just feeling kind of tired. I always feel somewhat tired on Thursdays after 3 days straight of running. Ready for a break tomorrow, a day off. But I've also just been like sitting all day editing. So, yeah, first tempo mile was at 7:33. Second tempo mile was either 7:13 or 7:15. I don't remember. I'm not sure what the heart rate was, but it was up there. That one was hard. Definitely felt the struggle.
What I really love about this training program is you get some great contrast. Whereas the last training program I had was really just kind of go out and run this distance at the pace that you feel like doing. And for somebody like me, if you just tell me to go run a distance, like I'm gonna go out and run it as fast as I can, because I haven't quite learned how not to do that yet. So what I love about this training program is the contrast. So I get to go on an easy run and just enjoy the run and not have to worry about running super hard or super far. It's just enjoyable. It's just a pleasant experience. But then the very next day, I get to go do a tempo run and really get to enjoy seeing the progress that I'm making. Like, I never used to be able to run that far at that pace, at that low of a heart rate kind of thing. And you really get to see some incredible progress when you go out and you run these tempo runs. So I love Thursdays. I love the fact that they're contrasted with the easy run the day before. Yeah, that's Thursdays. Moving on to Fridays. Fridays are another rest day. So you have a rest day on Monday, 3 days straight of work, and then a rest day on Friday. And again, I do a very similar thing on Fridays. I usually try and hit the bike and spin the legs off just to get some blood flow, very low heart rate kind of stuff, but just to help with the recovery. I do some stretching, some runner's yoga, that kind of thing. That's Friday. Moving on to Saturday. Saturdays are shakeout run, and a shakeout run is basically just a run to do what I do on rest days. It's to get the legs moving, to get some blood flowing, to keep you loose, but not to wear you out. So they're really short mileage at easy paces.
All right, good morning, YouTube. Just head out for my run here. This is Saturday, so Saturdays are kind of shakeout runs. They're shorter distance, pretty easy pace. This one's at 9 minutes a mile. The point is really just to keep the legs loose, get some blood flowing to help really have some nice fresh legs going into long runs on Sundays. So that's what I got today. Yeah, let's go get it. I'm looking forward to it. And that was an enjoyable run. Ended up being 4 miles, 8:39 a mile. So a little fast. You guys are probably noticing a trend here that I'm consistently like 15 or 30 seconds faster than the prescribed pace for the run. And yeah, I don't recommend that. I mean, I feel fine doing it, but pacing is definitely one of the things that I need to get better at. Yeah, but I wanted to talk for a second about like the importance of slow running like that. Not so much on the physical side. There's tons of obviously physical benefits in terms of training your aerobic system and you know, just giving your legs time to breathe, but still giving your muscles a workout, but not really beating your legs up. But I want to talk about more so the mental side of the slow run, because like that run was just fun. Like that was just flat out enjoyable. Like when I go do speed work at the track, you know, I get done with the workout and I'm like, so I've got good and bad news. Good news is I learned how to puke mid-run without stopping, so that could come in handy on marathon day. I enjoy the progress that I know is being made. There's that kind of running, and then there's the kind of running like this, like shakeout runs, slow runs, even long runs at the really slow paces that you run them at. They're just enjoyable. Like I genuinely enjoyed that run, not just making progress or checking another box on my training schedule, but I actually enjoyed that run. So on the mental side of things, like it keeps you sharp, it keeps you interested, it keeps you enthusiastic about continuing your training. So the slow runs are super important, so don't skimp on those, even if you have trouble like me holding your pace down where it should be. So early on, when you're still trying to get used to the slower paces, it's not particularly natural. So it does take some focus, but once you kind of get in the rhythm, it's a super enjoyable thing. So some friends just drove by and yelled at me, but yeah, it's a super enjoyable thing. So anyways, that's the art of the slow run, if you will. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Long run Sundays.
And last but certainly not least, we have long run Sundays.
What's going on, YouTube? Happy 4th of July. It's Sunday, which is long runs. It's long run Sunday. I'm really tired. This training schedule has long runs on Sundays, which I'm always just pretty lethargic on Sundays after shooting a wedding on Saturdays. So yeah, I always just kind of push my long runs here on Sundays off until Colin Steingart, that was for you, bro. I walked around here, the sun was in my eyes. I turned my head around because you gave me crap on Instagram. Anyways, yeah, I always push my long runs off a little ways into the evenings on Sundays, just because I'm trying to recover from late night shooting weddings on Saturdays. But it's July 4th, we're getting it done. We got 11 miles today at a nice easy 9-minute per mile pace. So it's really nice out. It's like 80 degrees, but it's not humid. Finally, it's been so humid recently. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an enjoyable run. And yeah, check back after the run.
I was supposed to run at 9:05 per mile, and I ended up running, I think, 8:48 per mile, somewhere around there. It was in the 8:40s per mile, so still a little bit fast for my long runs, but it felt incredible. My average heart rate for the run was 145 BPM, so a great heart rate for that pace, for that distance for me. I don't know if I've ever run that kind of distance at that pace, at that low of a heart rate. So I really love the long runs on this training schedule. They really give you an opportunity to see the progress that you are making. It's really awesome how these runs all work together. So when I go to the track and I do speed work, I see the benefits of how much my aerobic base has been built even over the course of 1 week. And it's really impressive. It's really exciting. It's really motivating. And then you flip, the table and you go on your long runs and you really see the benefit of going and hitting the speed work and doing some fast training as well. So, and yeah, that's my training week, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for tuning in, and to everybody who reached out and responded based on my first video. I really appreciate it. I am super excited. Like I said, I'm just enjoying this process so much. We're 4 weeks in. I'm recording this on Monday at the start of week 5, which is incredible. Like, this week will be a quarter of the way into this training block for this marathon. So it's flying by. I'm having a blast. I'm really enjoying it. and I'm stoked to have a bunch of you guys along for the ride with me. If you would be so awesome as to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice. And if you really enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when a fresh video goes up. Also, if you're a filmmaker, photographer, and you're interested in that kind of content, also go ahead and subscribe, because that's what I do for a living. That is the majority of the content on this channel, revolves around photography and filmmaking and creative business. So if you're interested in that at all, also go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. In the meantime, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Much love. Peace.